What company will you never trust again? PayPal. I was selling something on eBay. In the description of the sale I specifically said no PayPal because I didn't have the seller's version of the account. Someone bought my item and paid me with PayPal. I had to send it anyways, eBay said so. Then I had to upgrade my account to the seller's version to get my money back. I didn't have a seller's account, but for some reason they let me sell anyway. Then they held that money hostage until I upgraded my account. Which they billed me for. Fuck you PayPal, I'll never use you again for anything, you fucking thieves. Any Musk-owned company. I'll stay away from general criticisms of which many of us have, but as a one-time customer, the lack of a formal customer service to address issues was a hard stop for me. This is a shortcoming a number of Starlink customers had to face as well recently and seems to be a repeating theme for his companies. It's just not worth the headache to me when there are companies offering reasonable service for their products and listening to customer input even if it's only lip service. Ford. I worked in a machine shop over 30 years ago. We had a shit ton of work from them and they said if we didn't put in a CNC inspection department they'd take it all away. So we spent like $100,000 for a fantastic CNC department. This was a long time ago. Took all the necessary training, got all the necessary certifications. We were a smallish shop. It really drained our reserves. They hauled gas to Mexico within 6 months of setting up. We closed down a year later. Fuck Ford. Ford. I worked in a machine shop over 30 years ago. We had a shit ton of work from them and they said if we didn't put in a CNC inspection department they'd take it all away. So we spent like $100,000 for a fantastic CNC department. This was a long time ago. Took all the necessary training, got all the necessary certifications. We were a smallish shop. It really drained our reserves. They hauled gas to Mexico within 6 months of setting up. We closed down a year later. Fuck Ford. This is just a personal grievance. Back when Snapple had glass bottles, I swallowed a piece of glass that was in a peach tea or something. I reported it to Snapple and their response was felt pretty callous, basically let us know if there's any medical bills, but the tone was really off. As if they treat every submission as if the person is lying to get coupons. I would hope they'd request the batch number or anything, but they did not. I haven't bought a Snapple in like 12 years since in my car Australian Kmart Tire Auto. I took my car in to get the rear brakes fixed. They fixed the front brakes. Didn't touch the rear brakes. As I was getting home my brakes failed completely. Nearly took out my garage. Brake cylinders had completely failed. I couldn't trust them to fix it and my usual mechanic was booked out, so I did it myself. Went back after everything opened up after Christmas and showed the front office guy the damage they ignored. He didn't really care. Chipotle. Sure, every restaurant will have an outbreak of something at some point, but they had several outbreaks each of norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella. That's just criminal and the FDA agreed, anything from LogMain. Because of this company, there's a shit ton of small startups who think it's okay to give stuff away for a few years, and then charge an insane amount of money to use it once you become reliant on it. They're the drug dealers of software companies. Their leadership has splintered out to other companies in the Boston area and beyond. Samsung TV broke a few days after their warranty expired. Their response was tough shit. A few weeks later, 3DVs at work, also Samsung, also a few weeks out of warranty, all broke. Displays started getting horizontal dead lines. I also have a Samsung fridge, and it has the most problematic unreliable ice maker I've ever seen. Never again. I don't trust any company where I can't just walk in or phone up and ask to speak to the owner of the actual company and then get through or call back that person. Which rules out anything larger than a small independent store, cafe, pub shop, dog walking business. And even then, they have to earn it. Planet Fitness Workout World. Both times, I tried canceling their membership and they both claim I never tried. PF, I tried canceling over the pandemic and it's when I realized they both are run by the same financial department. Makes total sense, and I had my bank remove my card info from them. Bungie. Almost every update begins with some version of the phrase last one, while they constantly say we really need this update to do well or we're shuttering the studio. How much are they making off adding nothing but extremely expensive cosmetics? And still they lay off staff. I booked through them just to find out that the hotel had no record of my reservation. Then I spent an hour in the lobby trying to get them on the phone, just to find out the price wouldn't be honored and have them try to sell me another nearby hotel room. Nightmare. Newegg. I had a ridiculously hard time with the DOA motherboard in 2019, and then the Gamers Nexus saga came out calling them out on that exact behavior. I don't care if they've fixed their ways, they burned me, and I'm voting with my wallet. Living near a micro center also helps, ha! Toyota. Some plant assistant manager bullied a family member into doing something everyone knew was unsafe. He was crushed by a forklift 20 minutes later. Toyota is contesting the OSHA report showing clear criminal negligence and didn't even reprimand the employee. Fuck them. Companies aren't my friends and I should never treat them as such regardless of how nice they are to me when I go to them. They exist for the sole purpose of profit in exchange of service or good. And thus, I give them the minimum effort possible. I don't really trust any company, especially public ones. They don't have any morals and they will support anything that gets them dollar. If it became popular to steal from homeless people, I know major corporations that would be first in line. I trust all corporations to follow the dollar and do what's best for the bottom line. Some are more ruthless about it, like Nestlé. I will never trust one to act in the spirit of goodwill or anything like that, unless there was profit in it. Nabisco. They took double stuffed Oreos, reduced the amount of cream to the same as the regular Oreos, and are still selling them as double stuffed, and are charging double stuffed prices. The betrayal is unforgivable. Kia. Had a horrible experience after buying a new Sorento years ago. One thing after another and they were zero help. Finally had to get rid of it years before we should have had to. We'll never buy a Kia again. American Airlines. They do not care about their customers at all. They don't care if you had a bad experience, don't care that their agents lie, and don't care when you have proof that they did you wrong. Not strictly a company, but considering they are both full of money-grubbing corrupt people, I am unlikely to trust the UK Conservative or Liberal Democrat parties again. I stopped getting my prescription at CVS when they gave away my potentially life-saving medication that I had been waiting for to someone else in Brno. Out! Lola 14 sued appointment in Sevilla. First they fucked up our appointment, then they offered 30 refund. After this they ghosted us and we never heard back from them. Apple, since they admitted their operating systems were deliberately designed to slow down performance with time so that you get frustrated and buy a new one. Ancestry. Just let me cancel, goddammit, I'm using Firefox. I know you aren't having technical issues as soon as I hit the unsubscribe button. Anything Elon Musk touches. The more we learn about that guy, the more we learn he's just another egomaniac douchebag bigot who came from money. Any consulting firm, but specifically Revitcher, Cognizant or Accenture. Yes, I've worked for all three. Yes, I'm an idiot. Goodwill. They put a shirt on the rack that they never took the Walmart tag off of. Walmart added price $2 cheaper. Apple. Their products suck. Subpar quality. People follow them like a cult. Fanboy will die on any Apple hill. Virgin Money. And when I hope to leave my retail job in the future, it would be any supermarket. Comcast. Their agents will lie to your face and act like you're in the wrong when called out. Ubisoft, Blizzard, EA, Avga, Razer, and while we're at it, though I never trusted them, FIFA. Reddit. Mods on a power trip because they are nobodies in real life ruin shit for everyone. I don't trust any of them really. They are there to make money, not be your best friend. Trust? Tolerate would be a better word. There are very few companies I've ever trusted. Deutsche Bahn. As a German, I like to be on time. Unfortunately Deutsche Bahn doesn't. Unfurls paper scroll that stretches to the floor and rolls out the door. Ahem. JC Whitney. Apparently they think it's okay to give my credit card info to third parties. RCN Cable. Lol, I just googled them, I'm glad to hear they went out of business. Trojan. The condom broke 4 years ago and my life has been downhill ever since. Disney. Facebook. Boeing. Any oil company. Nestlé. The Coca-Cola Company. McDonald's. They caused me so many emotional damages by screwing up my order. Google. Let's just say a few things it told me were not so accurate. Nissan. 2 new cars, 2 busted ass variable transmissions. Never again. Orderbox. Bought a jacket, had a big defect, they refused to replace it. Kia Hyundai. Got 3 lemons in a row. Fool me once, shame on me. I guess any company. There is no morality in capitalism, therefore no trust. Ashley Furniture. Joke of a company. Bank of America also scum. Any insurance company. Especially health and homeowners. Liberty Mutual, Bank of America, Student Loan Interest. Jetstar Australia. Cancel more flights than they fly.